So you don't want others seeing it? Well, don't be uploading it. Take it from some beauties. This hacking can get very beastly because if you're naked and on the internet, no one can hear you scream. They just ogle while you do. Now, you would think that Kate Upton, a woman who filmed a fashion shoot in zero gravity, how to tell, would know what happens when you upload nude photos of yourself to the cloud. Some folks on the cloud are going to want to take a peek. And in the case of Upton and Oscar winner Jennifer Lawrence and pop singer Rihanna and reality show star Kim Kardashian, don't ask, they did. And now these stars are seeing red, and some of them are seeing their lawyers regarding suits to protest their privacy laid bare along with their bare behinds. The issue isn't that this happened. The issue is that these stars and their agents are so surprised it did. Maybe because they were using Apple's iCloud and they figured they could go ahead and keep their heads and any other exposed body parts in the clouds and no one would notice because this hacking thing doesn't happen to Apple. Well, it does, and it did, and it's time for the beauties and the beasts among us to get it and get it fast because anyone is fair game and no one's cloud is a 100% hack-free game. Now, Apple is saying none of the cases they investigated resulted from breaches in iCloud or Find My Phone, but word to the wise, start uploading only those things you want to upload and won't be embarrassed if someone else shares them with the world, which would pretty much be everything you value. To technology analyst Cassie Slane, we're going to bring our all-stars here in a second. Cassie, why is this such a big deal, and why, in the case of Apple, does it make it more of a big deal, or does it?
Well, I think you're right. I think Apple has always been seen as somebody that's secure, a company that you can trust. And now that the iCloud is associated with this hack, whether or not it's Apple's fault or not, it doesn't matter. And now there's a black cloud over the iCloud. And anything going forward that Apple's to do, there's going to be questions about the security, and they're rolling out their iWallet next week. So inevitably, there's going to be questions about the security of that. So Apple does have a little bit of a PR problem on its hands.
All right, but the financial stuff I can see, but we've gotten kind of used to, even when it comes to the IRS, we file our taxes electronically so we can get a refund back faster. We share that essentially, the IRS and God knows who else, when we upload it. I'm just saying that we should use extra caution when certainly sending nude pictures of ourselves if we are so inclined.
Well, Neil, I don't know about you, but I think that most people know you should not put nude pictures of yourself on the internet or on the iCloud.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? That's a bad idea?
It's a very bad idea. Anything is hackable once it's on the internet. If you want to be completely secure, use cash. Don't carry a smartphone. But
then what's the alternative? You just back it up on a hard drive, or you back it. What do you do?
Well, you don't send nude pictures, first of all. But second of all, I mean, you need to be really careful about your security. I know where you're getting. All right. Well, I mean, there's things you can do. There's two-step verification processes that Apple has put in place. I think that there was a vulnerability in the Find My iPhone in this case where hackers were trying to guess passwords over and over and over again using something called brute force technology. Typically, that can be stopped after you guess a password wrong a couple of times. So there's definitely something wrong with the security here. And I think companies, I mean, everyone is a target. Target was a target. Apple is a target. Any big-name company is going to be a target. So you're never going to be completely safe. So you always need to be on the lookout. Change your password. Use two-step verification processes. Everyone is a target if you're on the internet.
Yeah, I just think, real quickly, Hadley, that this is something we never assigned to Apple, that Microsoft had these problems, others had these problems, didn't happen to Apple. So it's sort of like the bloom is all that rose, right?
Well, everyone true. I mean,
go ahead, Hadley.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, back in the day, no one had Apple computers. It was sort of rare to find someone with a laptop or an Apple computer. And the idea was, if everyone else was using a Windows or a Microsoft product, then all the viruses and all the hacking would be geared to where the majority of consumers were. But now that so many people have iPhones, the market share in smartphones for iPhones is in the 40-something%. So many people use iPhones, they use the iCloud, and now we're beginning to see, more security threats to the cybersecurity of iPhone users.
Yeah. All right. I wish we had more time. I do want to come back and address this with my all-stars when we return, and that is a little test for all of you. You're going to fly. If you're sitting in front of someone, put your seat all the way back. Just try it. It's not going to go well. I'll prove it, because 3 times is not the charm after this.
She said, something to the effect of, "I don't care about the consequences, put this plane down now."